Check, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's get it, y'all. Alright, man. So, I'm basically gonna show y'all the best build that you can make for yourself if you're a guard. Okay, this should work for you. Alright, if you're not specifics and you wanna be an all around player, meaning you wanna be effective on all parts of the floor, and I do mean all parts of the floor. Alright, so if you do want to be effective on all parts of the floor as a guard, this should be the build for you. Hopefully you would make this build and it will be the only build that you make because it should work for you 1000%. Alright, first things first, alright. Obviously we're going point guard. You're going to need to go 6'4", alright. Next you're going to go 199 pounds, okay. Wingspan, you're going to throw that sucker in there at 6'7", alright. When you have this now, as you can see, these are your attributes on the right side. Okay, take a look at it good. Right quick, pause the video if you need to. Alright, but these are the attributes that you're gonna need in order to make yourself a demon. Alright, as much as possible as a guard. Alright, boom, let's move forward. Alright, so I want you guys to take a look at what's going on right here. Alright, now you're gonna need to have that close shot. I need you to follow this template. Alright, seriously. Alright, this is not my sauce right here that I'm giving you. Alright, so you need to follow the template. Alright, close shot, bringing that to 70. Driving layup, you're gonna have 85 driving layup. Your dunk, you're gonna keep it at an 80. I'm gonna explain to you why you need your layup to be higher than your dunk in order to be effective in this game. Is because the game is very physical. Okay, an 80 is sufficient. You can even do a 75. Trust me, you could do a 75 and you'll be doing some things. Alright, with that being said though, let me finish what I'm explaining. The reason why you want your layup to be higher than your dunk is because there's a good chance that you're going to be taken out of your dunk animation. And you want to have the highest layup possible, so therefore at least you can still make the shot. Alright, so moving forward, 85, or just breaking it down, let's say that one more time. Alright, 85 on your layup, 80 on your dunk. Alright, you want your layup to be higher than your dunk. Standing dunk, obviously, you don't have to worry about that. This is force fed with the 40. You ain't going to have no choice but to have that 40 right there because it can't go anywhere. They're forcing you to have that. All right, mid-range. Your mid-range, you're going to have it at a 77. All right. Also, three ball, I want you to have it at an 87. Okay. Obviously, your free throw, you got to put that sucker over there at a 62. All right. Don't worry about it. You can have that eye at silver. You can have set shot shooter. You can have shifty shooter. You're good. Alright, ain't gotta worry about no mini marksman. It's not that serious, bro. Trust me, it's not that serious. Alright, and more importantly, if you have cap breakers, alright, you could push this to a 91. Alright, but it depends on how many cap breakers that you have. Alright, now I'll show you my build eventually, and then you'll see what the cap breakers did for me based on how many that you have. Okay, but trust me, you're gonna be able to hit your mid range. You're gonna be able to hit your three ball with the 87, and if you have cap breakers, you're pushing that sucker up there. Alright, boom. Need you to come over here now, and specifically I need y'all to understand cap breakers are very important with this build too, so you're gonna have to grind out and get your cap breakers if you're trying to get your build to demon status. I should have said that in the beginning, but anyway. Moving on. Alright, pass accuracy, you keep that at an 80. You will be sufficient as a guard. Alright, you need those points, so 80 is good enough. If I was you, I'll use De'Aaron Fox pass style or DeMar DeRozan. Alright, you can have those accessible to you. Alright, your ball handle, you need to cap it right here to 90. Speed with ball, I need you to cap it right here to 90. Alright, moving on. Alright, interior. Alright, it's gonna cap itself right here once you set your numbers to everything that I have right here, so it's gonna cap at a 40. Alright, at a 44 exactly. Your perimeter defense, you're gonna need this, so you need to push this sucker over here. Alright, this is valuable to you. Okay, you're gonna need to have that 93 perimeter, okay, because you're gonna need that gold challenger, you're gonna need that on ball menace, you're gonna need everything that you see on the screen right here. Alright, including immovable force. Unless you put a whole bunch of weight on your player, it's not going past that bronze level, just FYI. But don't worry about it, let's move forward. You're still, don't even worry about it. It's gonna cap here. Listen, bro, there's no steal in this game. Alright? So 63 is sufficient. Alright? There's no steal in this game. Alright? The only way you're gonna get a steal is by jamming the player and popping that ball the hell out. All right, so don't worry about steal. Don't sit there and give yourself an 80 steal, 70 steal, 90 steal. You're wasting my points. Okay, you're just simply wasting it. All right. Moving on. Block is gonna cap over here. If you do the template like you see it here, this is gonna be a capper right here. Your steal is gonna be a capper right here. All right. Now, more valuability. All right. Now, if you're smart, you'll be able to put a rebound on your guard. All right. So you're gonna want to have that 66 rebound. Okay. And this is a capper right here with the offense. If you set the numbers right, it's gonna be a cap at 47. All right. So now I'm showing you how you're valuable all over the floor. So not only can you score inside, you can shoot the three ball. You're a ball handler. You have excellent defense. All right. And trust me, as low as these numbers look, this is excellent defense. I'll show you in a minute. All right. And you're able to rebound the ball, which is very important because they got dudes that are 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", and they don't even have a 66 rebound. So you know what you get to do? You go horse day, dumbasses. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, that's what you do. All right, moving on. You're gonna have your speed set right here to 90. Your agility is gonna cap it at 83. As long as the numbers are set, these are all cappers. All right. You need that 74 strength because at the end of the day, you need strong handles and you need immovable force. So you're gonna cap this at a 74, which is very valuable. All right. Your vertical, it doesn't matter. Just leave that sucker at 61. You don't need no 80 vertical. All right. Don't OD. All right. Now, I'm going to show you the value in this build right about now. So you bear with me, set your cappers, set everything right here. Make sure all your numbers are like this. Pause the video, screenshot, whatever you need to do, but set your numbers right here. All right? You're going to be a problem with this build. All right? I promise you. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. All right, so when you hit it, you're going to be a three-point sniper. Don't worry about the name. It's not that serious. All right? Alright, so as you can see, at the end of the day, you're a defensive menace, alright, which you're going to need to be in this game because the game has no defense, so you need to be as strong on defense as possible. You need to be strong on defense as possible, and it ain't that possible, so go figure, right? So let's advance this. If not,
okay.
If I can't show you what I need to show you,
I need you to be honest.
Hold on.
What do y'all think?
If I can't show y'all what I need to show y'all here, then we'll go on the actual build.
For a little bit. But hey.
Alright, so boom. This will be a build. Once your build comes out, alright, that's how your build is gonna look based on height. Alright. Technically this is how he's gonna look on the floor. Alright. So that's your 6'4" right there. Alright, that's your 6'4". Alright. Let's back up out of here right quick. Why can't I leave, bro? I'm about to say. Alright, let's get to the attributes, man. Y'all rock with me, man. It's all good. I'm showing you good things. Alright, so this is what your build is gonna look like. Alright, these are gonna be your attributes right here. Okay? Now, here goes the trick part. Alright? Now I need you to look at this. Alright, now what I was able to do is with 8 cap breakers. Alright, so this is only 8 cap breakers that I have. Alright, and I'm gonna show you what I was able to do with 8 cap breakers. Alright, like I said, it's only 8. If you get more, you're the man. Alright, so then you check this out, right? This is what it's gonna need to be done, and I'm gonna break it down to you. So you're gonna throw a cap breaker over here. If you get 8, you're gonna throw a cap breaker right here and get that defensive rebound to 72. I promise you, you're gonna be a demon. All right, you're gonna be getting boards. All right, so you're gonna +6 this to 72. All right, your 3 ball. All right, and this is just 8. So if you get 9, you do whatever you want after that. All right, but I went from 87 to a 91 on my 3 ball. All right. So I put 4 right here. Alright, I put 1 right here. And then I got my ball handle. Alright, to a 93. Which I'm gonna get that obviously to a 95. I'm gonna get this to a 92. Alright, and I'm gonna be even more of a problem. All right. Anyway, so I need you guys to see this. This is the exact same build. All right, like I told you. All right. So not only could you score on the inside, if somebody knock you out your animation at an 85 layup, you're gonna be able to make that. Okay. You're gonna be able to shoot that three ball. All right. Mind you, that 87 cap breaker, get it to a 91. You'll be able to get your ball handle to a 93, so you could drop some people right quick. You'll be effective. Rebounding is very important, people. It's very important. So I know what I'm telling you about this. All right, because now you as a 6'4" guard could actually grab the rebound and start the break. All right. If you're a true basketball player, you should know the value in that. All right. Defensively, you're gonna need this right here. All right. Now let me show y'all something with the badges right quick. All right. Now this is how I got my badges set up. All right. You need challenger. All right. So this is what you'll be able to do. If you're able to +2, all right, you'll be able to be a demon. Biggest challenger is on God of Fame, aka Legend. All right. You'll be able to get block shots. Okay. You'll be able to throw your defender on the floor. You'll be a demon on defense. All right, I promise you, you'll be a demon on defense. You'll be able to, if you're able to get this max 1 over here, guess what? You'll be able to put your on-ball menace. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. And over here now I just wanted y'all to say it for me, man. Come on, man. You got to say it for me. That's all it is. All right, so moving on. I got rebound chaser. Anyway, you guys can do whatever you want right here, but what I'm trying to say is you'll be able to max +1 or max +2 certain badges, so therefore you could put a little bit more fierce into your player. All right, now this is my setup. This is just what I'm doing. All right, but you do what you want. All right, but this one right here, I will tell you, this should be nothing else, nothing less, nothing else, and nothing less than challenger on Legend. Okay, forget that Hall of Fame thing. Put your challenger on Legend, and your player's ability to play defense will multiply. All right. Anyway, and I'm just basically gave y'all the whole entire key to what's going on. All right. Now, also, you'll be able to get access to a whole lot of animations. All right, this is just my setup. You do what you want. You know how you dribble. You know how you do what you do. All right, but at the end of the day, if you want to build, that's a guard. That's 6'4". All right, don't do 6'3". If you want a 6'3", I could, you know what I'm saying? Y'all leave something in the comments. I could show y'all a demon 6'3" build too. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? My opinion would be to not get any shorter than 6'3", because unless you're doing that just for fun, all right. But if you're going, unless you really know how to play with that build, but your height will be a factor, all right. And obviously you wouldn't be able to get the type of rebounding that you're able to get on this build. All right. So at the end of the day, man, that's all I got for y'all, man. Like I said, leave a comment in the description or in the comment section or whatever it is. Y'all let me know what it is. But honestly, I think this is one of the best builds that you can make for 2026. All right. Like I said, I just gave you a little bit of insight. Just make sure you always make your layup higher than your dunk. Because if somebody takes you out your dunk animation, you have a greater chance of making that layup. All right. Because unless they drop you on the floor, it's going to turn into a layup. Steals, don't worry about steals, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a factor. All right, the way to play defense in this game, you do your best to jam that player. All right, and get that ball to pop out. And this is key right here. It's the rebounding that's going to make you a hell of a difference as a point guard. Okay? When you're able to go jump and grab a board over your power forward or over your center, okay, it makes a big difference in the game because you're able to start that break. And this is what makes this build very, very powerful. All right, and you still be able to do your shooting, everything that you're trying to do. You still be able to play your game the same exact way, do everything that you're trying to do. All right, because like I said, you got your badges. You can alternate your badges. If you're a shifty shooter person, just go to shifty shooter and throw it on. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. I mean, whatever you are, just plus it. All right, and look at the options that you have right here. You got ankle assassin you can push. All right, that could go from gold to Hall of Fame. All right, that I could go to gold. All right, and so on and so forth. All right, but very, very important, your on-ball menace and your challenger should be here over everything else. All right, so grind out, try to get these things open. I'm still on my grind trying to get this open right here. So, you know, it's gonna be a challenge. But before you get to all of that, this build should be good for you. Don't get it twisted. You'll still be able to board. All right, but it just be a minimum level. But once you get your caps on, you put on your cap breakers, I promise you. And if you grind out and you're able to get more than 8, I don't know what they're gonna do with you, man. Anyway, man, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all. All jokes aside, man, I really do appreciate y'all. Hopefully, I help somebody out. All right, but this is a great build, man. It's a great build. You're gonna be able to do everything. All right, you're gonna be able to hit your mid range. You're gonna be able to hit your 3-ball. All right, you're gonna be able to lay the ball up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to dunk. All right, you're gonna be able to do your reverse, your floaters. I mean, there's nothing that you can't do. Whatever your play style is, you'll still be able to do it. But you'll be able to play excellent defense, and you'll be able to help your teammates out a lot by being able to rebound that ball. And not only are you helping your teammates out, you'll be able to help yourself out too, because you're starting to break. So if you're grabbing the board, and you the one, or you're already the point guard bringing that sucker down the court, you know what I'm saying? You got first option to what you want to do. If you want to take a shot, you want to pass the ball, whatever it is. All right, man. So it is what it is. I do love this build though. You're a demon, bro. He definitely is a demon. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I'll probably do a video with my SIGs if y'all want to know the SIGs, because the SIGs is tough. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I finalized them actually today I finalized them. So, you know what I'm saying? Comment in the bottom if y'all want to know my SIGs. I mean, I run through them one by one. And whatever y'all want to know, man, you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to help y'all out with it to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I ain't no 2K god and nothing like that, but I will call myself a bit of a guru, a bit of a meterist, because I like to get into the tweener things, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, I'm gonna probably do a couple dribble videos and things like that, and yeah. Anyway, make this video too long. Yo, I appreciate you. Peace and love. Leave some comments for me. Let me know what y'all think. Positive or negative. Let me know what y'all think, and we'll just take it from there. Like whatever y'all got, I respond to it. All right. Peace and love. Stay tuned for the next one. Hey, yo, we are out of here.